So here we go. This is our chance to be the very best that there ever was. We're going to take over South Africa. South Africa? South America. Cough. Dida's doing that. Actually, Dida's having an amazing game. There must be no Zulu here, and probably no, seeing as Nubia's here, no Congo as well. Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the map a little bit, but as I say, we've got at least 2 cities that are currently unwalled, 3 maybe. We're going to push, see if we can take out the Incans. The Incans don't need to survive because they are currently the culture leaders of the game. So if I kill them, a culture victory becomes easier. Which is well worth keeping an eye on. Although actually saying that, it's likely... I think I might keep them alive for now because whoever this is, this unmet player, is probably going to overtake them once I remove the Incans' culture capacity. So yeah, I might end up keeping them. Other priorities, I'm getting my trade routes up now. I need to get to about 25 to 30 trade routes so that I can send 1 to everybody in order to get the culture trade bonus with everybody, and also so that I can start sending more to city-states. I think one of the things I might do is send a settler through the Bermudan Triangle so that I can send some trade routes out from Madagascar sort of area, or whatever this island is. Is this oh, where would that be? Mauritius? Don't know, guessing. But yeah, I think those are my 2 plans at the moment. Just plan 3 being just continuing to tech up. We're going towards chemistry to get research labs, and then we're going to go for the biosphere. The best bit is that we now have a working Panama Canal. It's so good, so much fun. I'd love a Nobel Prize. That sounds great, and trade routes to me sounds even better. And most importantly, great scientist points. Let's do that. Vote on everything a little bit. I have no idea what people are going to vote for, and I've got no diplomatic favour to vote with this game, so no musicians. Manatore gets trade routes, and that's about it. How boring. Oh well. We basically are generating writer, artist, and musician points. I think I'm actually generating a decent amount. Yeah, I am. Look at that. Namely because I keep taking other people's theatre squares. Am I allowed to claim a Nobel Prize if I'm just stealing it from other people? I don't know. Have we investigated the morale aspects of that one? I feel like that could be complicated. These are the hills. These are the hills. It's always worth just bringing this up when you're playing with Rough Riders because you want that combat bonus. Unfortunately, it's where the enemy unit is stood rather than when you're stood, but I mean, look, that plus 10 combat strength on hills makes a huge difference if you can get away with it. So we'll do that whilst we can. I think my Rough Riders have just got to come in and be helpful. Oh, Sosa, undefended, exciting times. Oh, whoops, I'm back at war with the Kree again. I declared war on the Aztecs in order to get some gold from somebody, and I must have been allied to them. Never mind, my units are very powerful. 69 gold, eh? Nice. In fact, it's even better. They're offering me 69 to obtain Ascension. Or Ascension, I should say. Oh, even better. Only through a 69 with the Incans will you ever ascend to true joy. You just have to believe. It's like, you know what? I'll be fine. Oh no, I think they just won a bunch of aid requests. We've got to keep an eye on that. They are suddenly on 11 diplomatic points. That's pretty ridiculous. If I pillage this gold, I can then go to my economy and I can find like a commercial hub and then buy a bank. And suddenly I have an economics boost. I like the symmetry of that. I'm stealing someone's money in order to build things myself. That's very looty. City has been sieged. Excellent news. In come the Rough Riders. Come on, in you come. Yeah, next turn, that'll be mine. Perfect. Through the wormhole we go! Hee. Right. I think this island's going to be fantastic. Gives me some wine and lets me trade with Zanzibar. And this city here. Lovely. That's Mashu taken. One more for the American Empire. I believe I can bombard you there. And field cannon there as well. And pike and shot. And then I think Rough Rider. There we go. That's the second city there. Oh my word. We are doing well. We are getting there. This is awesome. Don't know if we'll be able to quite finish this one off. Oh, that Rough Rider attack was powerful though. So powerful. Oh, never mind. But I mean, this is good. This is good though. We are laughing. Cusco might actually end up falling in a second if we're lucky. Oh, Kamasi's still in the game. That is That's interesting. That's really interesting. Now, I've unlocked the sea route to that city-state. That's also interesting. Keep an eye on that one. Sometimes you have to love Civ, don't you? And the fact that they're really on top of it. Own 3 musketmen. Ah, yes. Musketmen, and by that you mean line inventory. Yeah, always a fun one, that one. Oh, you're finally building a wall, are you? An ancient wall of stone to keep out my marauding armies. I mean, that's clearly going to be effective. Well done. No, it wasn't effective. Oh, funny that. Oh, at some point, I took almost the tech lead. That's quite cool. Whoever I haven't met is winning. Right, what do we think? India? Mongolia? Someone's doing really, really well, and normally it's somebody in Asia and Africa. I think it might be India. Maybe I'm banking with India. Let's see if that's right. Hello, Dallas. Lovely to meet you. You're going to be an amazing little city for me. Can we take NASCAR? Yes, we can. Liberate it to the city-state. Yay! I have a friend. Yes! Australia loves the fact that I'm a liberating force. That's what I was intending on doing this whole time. Honestly, there's the trade route to the city-states. Do I want to go for Zanzibar first, or do we want to go for one that gives me extra culture for great people? I think culture for great people is good. I now only need to give it one trader, one envoy, and now I'm suzerain with it. Perfect. And Zanzibar is going to be the next step. Can I get a trader? No, I need to do just a little bit of trading to get the money to do that. Saying that, I don't think anyone in their right mind would trade with me right now, because I am a war criminal. Saying that, actually, people want coal. It's funny that, isn't it? People put standards to one side when they need carbon. No, 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 no. We don't like military emergencies. We'll vote against it. This is probably going to go badly wrong for me. Yeah, this is very badly wrong. The world is now at war with me. What's the damage? Incans, Cree, Aztecs, Canada, and Norway. Norway's probably the most annoying out of all those, actually, because Norway has more ships and they're likely to go and plunder all my traders, which is really annoying. Ha! I mean, it's fine. We'll make do, but still, I'm just about to pick up these 2 Norwegian cities, actually, which is quite fun, so that's cool. But all my cities around Canada and the Cree have walls, so that's all good. Same kind of with the Aztecs. Not really, though. I do have a couple that are missing, so we'll just go and put those in quickly just to stop them from getting in. My first railway has been built as well. I'm connecting Washington to South America at the moment. That's my rough plan. Oh, Johannesburg. Is that any good? Cities receive +1 production for every improved resource type. I like production. Zanzibar gives me cinnamon and cloves, though. That's pretty good. So let's do that, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and wham bammo, Zanzibar is mine as well. Okay, now it's the turn of Johannesburg, and again, we're just going to do the 1, 2, bam. It's now my suzerain. Hooray! So confusingly, Nazca doesn't exist. That's the crazy thing. I have it. I should be suzerain of it, but it's not existing. I mean, why that's the case, I don't know, but it's not on the list. I can't put Nazca lines down. Yeah, odd. No idea why that's happening, but it's a little bit annoying because I was looking forward to Nazca lines. Yeah, look, I can heal in Nazca, so it counts as friendly territory. That's, yeah, something's really weird with that one. We just picked up replaceable parts. Oh yeah, look at the farms. 8 food, 7 food, 7 food, 7 food. Lots and lots of amazing farms. Yeah, I love it. I love the later stages of the game when everything starts to really come together. There's Auckland. Auckland is an amazing city-state. I love it. I love the production. I love the bonuses. It's awesome. Hanoi, amazing. That's another one. 2 envoys. Turns to 4. Yet another city-state on side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. Considering we'd barely met any at the beginning of the game, this is turning out okay. Can we do the double that takes the Incans out in 1 turn? I'm thinking we probably can. 1 attack, 2 attacks, pillage, attack. We've done this attack. We've got this attack. That's Wilkawaman taken. Perfect. And then we've got another bombard. And we've got another bombard. And I've got this Rough Rider, which is just for whatever reason just being really awkward, actually. Or go, actually, let me move you to that. Move you to that. Good. 1 attack. And that takes... Oh, look at that. I didn't even need the second attack. How did you darken the sun? I know. I know, I'm sorry. I had to take them out. I was thinking, do I keep them for the culture? And I think, like, I might actually liberate them maybe at some point. I don't know. We'll see. But, like, they felt like they were the culture leaders and they were still going to be the culture leaders for a little while. And diplomacy-wise, they were on too many points and they were winning another aid request. And it was all just like, I just didn't want to gamble on it, you know? It was too much of a gamble. So there we go. We've taken over South America. There's a little bit to do. There's some space in Argentina and Chile for me to go and settle a couple of islands that definitely belong to America. Falklands. Clearly British. A couple of Caribbean islands maybe. Hawaii is technically part of America as well, so there's lots of exciting things to look at. But we're now beginning to really push out. As soon as I get research labs, oh yeah, we're going to start to accelerate through. Man, now that I've started really improving the tiles, some of these cities are amazing. 13 population, this one. I've already got a holy site and a campus and a commercial hub and a theatre square. What more does a growing boy need? China, 261 science. Are you the people that we haven't met yet? Is that it? Yes, it is. China is the culture leader now that the Incans are out of the game. Well, hey, the Norwegian cities are finally flipping to me. They are useless, but from a sort of completionist aspect, I quite like having them. Skiing. I think that's the entire East Coast now claimed. There's little bits and pieces we still need to fill out, but my culture is going to do that naturally as I sit here. I'm now just in the process of switching my economy to more of a peacetime, you know, gold and production generating things. So I've got Levy on Mass giving me 80 gold now, Craftsman, Scripture. I think natural philosophy is always good to have in peacetime. There's lots of different bits and pieces I can do. Raj is giving me quite a nice chunk of everything. That's really good fun. But yeah, just in time for research labs in one turn. Oh, that's going to be so good. There it is. Chemistry. Okay, right. As we work on this one, now the next job is to get to synthetic materials. Now, I have every boost up until combustion, which is extract an artifact. I need to build an oil well, that'll come in time, and then build 2 aerodromes. I don't have flight yet. Okay, so there's some things to look at. We can do some boosting still, but that's pretty good. I don't normally spend this much on a great person, but Einstein's available and I have the gold, and he gives 4 science for every research lab. He's amazing. I mean, yes. Yes, that's an amazing steal for me. Haha. So once I use him, each research lab will give me 15 science. I mean, that's pretty damn good. Aha! Trade route to Kamasi. That's the one I wanted. Kamasi's such a good city-state. And it's only got, yeah, look at that. 3 envoys needed, so that is very easily obtainable. If we can pick up Kamasi, all of our trade routes to city-states get a bunch of culture and gold. That's really cool. Grants toys, hey! Just what my growing empire needed, eh? Toys. I always like that one. I'm a huge warmonger that has taken over several continents, but you know what I really wanted this whole time? Toys. Okay, Kamasi, you are going to be an amazing pickup for me. 2 culture and 1 gold for every specialty district in the city I'm sending a trade route to. Or from, I should say. Woohoo! Oh, and Gazagamu. Nice. Okay, this is good. We're unlocking lots of the map. Yeah, so no Mali this game. That left a huge hole. Or Congo. Or Zulu. So yeah, Dido has had an amazing little run on this one. Nubia has actually had the space for once to spread out. That's really cool. Egypt. I think we've just met Egypt. Yeah, they never seem to do really well, even with like huge space and this whole river in the African sort of like heartland to go and settle. They just haven't. Bit of a shame that. Oh, building railways is my favourite thing. I've got military engineers just sort of going everywhere. We're building east to west, we're building west to east, I'm building north to south, I'm building up and down, sometimes backwards. That's the really confusing one here. I just hanging upside down like a bat, building railways. It's beautiful. It's nice to see a couple of different religion choices this game actually. Islam went to England, which means Arabia took Buddhism. And like, that's, you know, it's often predictable. You're like, Islam's in the game. Okay, Arabia's probably in the game somewhere. But seeing sort of slightly random choices like that is quite entertaining, really. Okay, do I have any oil? yes, Boston has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of the damn stuff. That's good. I feel like we finally had a game where we're getting resources. A lot of people have commented on this map that there's a lack of aluminium at some point, which could be a bit annoying, but luckily I'm not having that sort of game where aluminium's going to be really important. Spreading my religion to all of my cities. So now that I've got mass media, we need to think about what else I want to do, and I think democracy, because we're America, it's got to be a good policy card for me. We're picking up a grand total of 18 influence points per turn at the moment. That's also very good fun. Yeah, awesome. Like all the city-states, I want them to be on side continually. 2 more envoys. Okay, who have we got trade routes to? I think, actually, Auckland was one I really wanted to pick up. So I'm going to. I've got a trade route to there still. Bam. That's 6 envoys with Auckland, and we'll pick up more very soon. Otherwise, people want biplanes, they want rangers, religious conversion, Eurekas for radio. Interesting. You got to admire Canada sometimes. They have been absolutely sat on in this game, but instead of improving all of the tundra, which is really good for Canada, they're building the Hajivir because they can. And it's like, okay, sure, Canada, you do you. I'm proud of whatever you do. I'm like a parent looking at children making slightly terrible life choices and just sort of gritting my teeth and being like, all right, you be you. That's fine. Europe looks really cool. England has unified the UK and has actually taken Portugal, which is quite interesting. And then France has gone for a sort of French, Lowlands and Spain amalgamation, which also looks pretty damn cool. Yeah, I love this so far. This map has been really cool. I actually have really enjoyed taking some of the AI out, like, and letting them just sort of expand a little bit. I think it's done well. Oh, they did it. The Madmen did it. Canada. Oh, yes, I have a lot of respect for that. Well done. The little nation that could. Oh, I probably would get into trouble if I kept calling Canada the little nation, wouldn't I? But, you know, I mean it in a good way. Now up to a whopping 21 influence points per turn. Well, hey, that's an envoy every 8 turns or so. So let's ruin that immediately by going for democracy. I have enough trade routes to friendly city-states that I think that's going to work really well for me. Are these Charleston routes? I think that was my, yeah, that was the Bermudan City. I need to get rid of those. Oh, Nazca exists now. Okay. I don't know what was going on there, but I can now build Nazca lines again. Oh, who knows? Who knows, eh? But I really should start sending trade routes to actual AI. It's a little bit unfortunate because I think it's going to ruin things a little bit, but it means that I get more tourism, so it's something I probably should do. Goodness me, it's been one of those games where I've just been racing through the tech tree and haven't really noticed. So here we go, the biosphere in my capital. This is where I'm going to be putting it along with the neighborhood, so I just need to make sure that that has been plonked down accordingly. I'm building a mosque at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why I'm building a mosque, but I am. There we go. As soon as we get to democracy, that's going to massively help Washington. It's on -2 immunities at the moment, but with the New Deal card as well as some other things and some trade routes, I think we should be able to get the 72 production above 100, I think, and that'll help. It's quite difficult, but I'm going to try and steal rocketry from Beijing. We'll see how that works, eh? An extra governor? I'll always take an extra governor, of course. Oh, it's at this point I wish I had corporations and monopolies and stuff like that on, because it's really fun to use merchants for a little bit useless for anything else, to just sort of pop down a corporation or something similar. It's always good fun, that. Anyway, there is the biosphere unlocked. 2 turns, and we will start to build that. In the meantime, I think we're going to go and get flight. In fact, thinking about it, is that what I want to do? I think I want instead wind farms, and after that then we're going to go for satellites, but wind farms are the first eco improvement we can stick down. I do have geothermal plants. Actually, that's a valid point. Geothermal plants would be very useful, and I've got a bunch of spots over here for them. I did not know this, but you can build canals for other people. That's from the Cree city to this lake. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. And why did I not know that? Oh, I love it. Suffrage is democracy. It's so much fun, democracy. I love it. Right, scripture, 5-year plan, New Deal. All of these are really good. Gunboat diplomacy. Raj. Raj isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, but Vissel banking is going to help massively. That's great. Monarchic legacy gives me more housing from my walls. Really, I mean, that's not very interesting. And the favour from walls, I mean, I don't even have any Renaissance walls, so that's a bit pointless as well. Levy on mass is quite useful. I'm just thinking about what else there is. Liberalism, I love. That combined with New Deal means that my cities with 3 districts are getting +3 amenities in them. It's brilliant and I love it. I think building wonders fast, actually that would help. So let's get that instead of gunboat diplomacy or Raj. Let's get it instead of Raj, I think, for now. And I do also quite need public works. I'm going to get that instead of scripture. As much as the faith is good, we've kind of outgrown that now, so that's fine. Oh, 2nd place. Oh, never mind. Well, we get album sales from rock bands. That's actually quite handy. Thinking about it, we are going for a culture victory after all. I'm winning a culture victory, crazily enough. That's insane. Well, there we go. Now we've got democracy. We're not going to go any higher on government because that begins to harm my ability for going for a culture victory. But for now, that's good. James Joyce, I don't think I have any space for you to put your artworks down or your writings, but it's good to have you around nonetheless. Nobel Prize in Physics. Yeah, I'd love to get involved in that. Trade routes to me, please. And buildings in campuses. Let's do that so I can get more science going. Come on, world. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. You know, you want to do it. Campus, there we go. It worked. There we go. 14 turns. Biosphere. Okay, I think we should probably rush that if we can. There's a food market to help Washington grow. It's got the housing capacity, so that maybe would help. And just to get more tiles and things like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? I'm also going to go a 1 tank. And, oh, that's too many. Too many Rough Riders in one place. That's 2 tanks, though. I'm just looking for little cowboy hats. I love the symbol of Rough Riders. They are just the best. They are so cute. And number 3, there we go, composites. Now, the case and point is basically to build wind farms everywhere we can. They go on hills. Any hills will do, but literally any time that a city can do anything, from now on, I'm like, builder, 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 and then we're just putting everything down to get hills. The next one is to go satellites so we can get solar panels. Flight, I mean, that's going to get boosted too quickly. Building a national park could be possible. Biplanes, great scientist, 2 broadcast centers. Okay, there's stuff to do, but we're not really rushing on science at the moment, so I'm not gonna lose my mind trying to chase these things down. Golden Age! Huzzah! Isn't that lovely? What are we going to do today? I think reform the coinage so I can get loads of extra gold, and also so that my traders don't get plundered when I inevitably go to war with somebody because I'm greedy and want loads of gold. And we don't talk about those moments. Those are weak moments and I regret them often. So basically the job is to find any hills tile, remove the improvement and replace it with a wind farm. Continually and repeatedly and never-endedly. Never-endedly being, of course, a word. I think everybody knows that. I have flight. That probably got me about 20 more tourism from a couple of improvements that were giving me culture, but really, nothing yet. Nothing yet. You wait. It's the biosphere that's going to massively change us on this one. My first wind farm. Huzzah! Farm that wind. Yes. Oh no, my spy got captured in his first project. I don't know what he was doing, but it was not effective. Okay, so I have trade routes in this city-state and also Auckland. That should boost those and double them. Auckland's mine. That city-state is mine. Now, Auckland is wonderful. It's one of my favourites because now all of my coastal tiles have another 2 production on them. It's brilliant, especially these cities here. Ho ho ho. I did say Washington would go over 100 production, didn't I? That's just amenities for you there. Huge, huge swing. I always forget that I can just do this search. That makes it a lot easier to see all the hills. I have a trade route with Nan Nadol, so 2 into here, and that's every district next to coast or lake tiles give me 2 culture. I'm on 575 culture, 765. That's 200 culture per turn that gave me. It's a crazy city-state on big maps. It's always worth going for. Oh, I built Big Ben because I quite fancied it, and also the economic policy slot's really good. What I did do is forget I was building Big Ben, so I just spent all my gold, so that's totally pointless, but we'll just have to make up with this This wobbling little chimney instead. I love that thing. It's amazing. It's even better. Big Ben looks cool, don't get me wrong, but that little wobbly chimney, oh, it's beautiful. 1, 2, 3 into Taruga, and bam, that's now worth 7. I've taken that over as well. 827 science per turn. Ah, life is good. Oh, this is even better. I've been searching for hills so that my builders know where to go, but I just realised if I put wind in the second thing, it skips out all of the improvements that I've already put wind turbines on. Oh, that's clever. You know what? Sometimes I impress myself with my own genius, you know? It's not often, but sometimes when I do, oh boy. Oh boy. Satellites mean solar farms.
From Stettin in the...
Oh yeah. And now I need offshore wind turbines. Those are the next best things. Looks like, hang on. Let me just have a quick look at this. So nuclear fusion, nanotech, robotics, nanotech. Nanotech actually unlocks 2 of them, so let's get nanotech first. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trevor Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, Kroger Brand, Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard and Portland for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who comments and likes. Thank you!